Hi everyone, check out the freshness of this kit. It's like having a glass of lemonade in images. There's no other way to describe it, and you're going to see that as we go through this. It is so fresh. It is so, exciting, reviving. A lot of adjectives that are about having that fresh squeezed cold glass of lemonade. That is it. Mary Fran has captured that feeling in images and papers. So you're going to love this kit. So let's get on to it real quickly here. But before I do, if you're new to our videos and our video releases, I show you our bundled version. By buying this one product, you get all 5 coordinated products in the one. So it's a great thing. You're going to see that as we go through it. You're probably going to want to buy it in the bundled format because you do get our FQB main kit. You get our 2 additional paper pack, our Alpha, our Solids additional paper pack, and our Little Bits additional elements pack. There are no duplicates in anything. And also by buying it as the bundle, you do save 20% versus purchasing each item individually. So there's a good deal packed inside of that as well. You don't want to miss out on that. So inside this kit starts off a little slow with a couple of banner strips, but they're really, really cute sentiments in it. And as you can see right off the set, right off the word go here, you can see the beautiful colors. Like look at that navy. That is just gorgeous, right? So simple, so easy, but look at the colors. And it has that feel. It has the feel almost like, oh, you know what? I'm outside. Whether I'm at a picnic or I'm sitting on my back patio or my back deck, I'm having a fresh squeezed glass of lemonade. Oh, everything is right. It's a hot day. This is quenching my thirst. This is everything I wanted to happen today. That is kind of the feel of this kit. As you can see from the backgrounds, look at these grain sack papers. Fantastic, right? And I use this grain sack yellow actually in my card idea that I'll show you at the end, and you can see how well it turns out. Same thing with the lemons. Like, look at the colors in there, the vibrancy, and the contrast with that navy. That navy is just the truest sense of a navy color. You know how you go out shopping for a pair of pants or a shirt and, they're navy, but you're like, what happened to this color? It's all kind of washed out and stuff. That is not the navy. This is the navy you're looking for when you go shopping for clothes or bedding or whatever it is that you're looking for navy in. The big stripes, obviously, again, a big hit. Mary Fran used some of that in her layout that I will show you. Great tile background. Doesn't it kind of remind you of like the tile you see on the home shows today? Like really fresh, really interesting, a great creative and a great accent paper in order to use to add a lot of interest to your cards and layouts. The plaid, obviously, with the feel of the kit, you definitely want something like that in there. Buttons, again, the vibrancy. That is what really comes through in this kit, in everything, in all the elements and in all the papers. Here are some great circles, and I'll show you how I used a couple of these in my card making idea at the end. They are so easy to use, so quick to pop in there. Mary Fran has made a lot of items in here that you can just simply, I put that in there, I'm off to the races, I pair it with a couple of papers, and I'm like close to being done because there is so many pre-made great things like this. The journal card at Squeeze the Day. You can imagine having that in your layout, your mini album, or your card. Imagine having that as your card insert. So you glue that to the inside cover of your card. How great is that? And then that is your place to write in your sentiment. Same thing with this journal card, a little bit more plain so that way the sentiment isn't there. Maybe because you're using this for I'm so sweet on you or something, so it's something else. That allows you to put in your sentiment however you want. Beautiful, beautiful journal pads, journal cards, lots of blanks in here. Because we don't know exactly how you're going to use it, the blanks are ideal for you because you can write on them before you print it if you want to type it on your computer. There is a video here on our YouTube channel for that. Look up under the how-to section. You will see that. Or you can handwrite it on, obviously, because we recognize that not everybody has English as their primary language as well. Labels, farm fresh, may all your troubles melt like lemon drops. I could give you such a squeeze. Again, like look at that. Isn't that just fantastic? Can't you see that as a main element in your creations? Obviously, the lemon clusters. So you get several different options here, depending on what you want to pair it with, whether they're vertical, whether they're horizontal, whatever works for you. Note cards, again, great items, whether you paste that on the inside of your card, whether you use that in your photo album in order to journal on or as a tuck-in in your mini albums. Don't miss using these note cards. And look at, again, fully done for you. You print that thing out, it's yours. Like you don't have to embellish it any more than it is. Great ribbons, again, adding a pop of color. I'll show you how I use them in my card, just to give you an example in case you're looking for, well, how would I use something like that? I'll give you a look-see at it just so you have an idea. Great sentiment. So this works exactly like you would polymer stamps. So you put that on a paper, on your photo, on your whatever, before you print, and boom, it's there. So everything is opaque behind this. There is no white space. There is no white behind it. So like I said, you use it exactly like you would a polymer stamp. Again, great squares, which are like the labels. Oh, so well done. Easily to pair this in. This one just captured my attention, and I actually used this in my card. And again, my card came together in literally 15 minutes because it was just so easy to do with all the things that Mary Fran gives us. Lots of... So this one here, let me just go back. I'm going to show you this. I'll go back and forth a couple of times here. So this is called When Life Hands You. So When Life Hands You, lemons. Okay, so you can paste these two however you want. Then you have options as to how you want to finish it. So add salt and tequila. When Life Hands You lemons, add salt and tequila. When Life Hands You lemons, make lemonade. Or When Life Hands You lemons, make something sweet. So there's the three different phrases, and you pair those together to make whatever phrase works for you. Obviously, lots of word strips here now. So Mary Fran does give you a lot of those there. Like there's even happy birthday and squeeze the day, slice of the party. You've got lots and lots of options if those ones work for you, obviously. Mary Fran does her absolute best in order to create these wonderful things. So hopefully one of those works for your sentiment. But if not, like I said earlier, you do have lots of things available to you. Look at that. Again, a cluster that is already pre-done for you. Boom. You add that to your card. And there it is where Mary Fran is using those sentiments like I showed you. This one is When Life Hands You lemons, add tequila, make something sweet, right? So that's the general idea of it. But she's already made it for you. You don't even have to put all that stuff together. The little bits is the ideal spot to turn to when you are starting your project. You always can find something in the little bits, whether it is a phrase strip or whether it is a cluster, so that you have a starting point for yourself. Then that way you can work backwards and choose the papers that go with it and all that kind of stuff, right? It makes it so much easier. Here also, again, blank phrase strips. We want to make sure that you can say what you want. This, again, is a digital stamp, which works exactly like polymer stamps. You can put that on anywhere. And both of these here, obviously, fantastic wording, fantastic fonts, really blends within the feel of the kit itself. And again, Mary Fran has taken the work out of it for you so that you can just enjoy the creative process. So that's everything in the little bits. In our 2-paper pack, you will see, again, that for those of you that are new to us, the 2-paper pack, you'll see the same patterns, but not in these colors. So this yellow gingham only comes in the 2-paper pack. You do not get a yellow gingham or anywhere else. The FQB had ginghams, but they're not in the yellow or that light blue. So when you're creating, obviously you want lots of papers that will coordinate, but not have the exact same one where you're just repeating stuff over and over. So that's the point of the 2-paper pack. Our solids, so in the solids you'll see, there is a faded striped pattern, and then there is one actual, I guess, patterned paper, which is a striped paper. Here it is here. Different kind of stripe to it that was also included in the solids. But the solids, again, use them as you would cardstock. They are perfect items for using as digital cardstock, so you can back your main elements, your photos, or whatever it is. Our alpha, again, Mary Fran chose that navy lemon freshly squeezed paper when she used this alpha, and boy, is it bold. That's one thing about this kit is the boldness and the contrast that is in this gives it its beauty. Obviously, the having the lemons and the theme of it kind of thing is very whimsical, very lighthearted. You can use it for so many occasions and things. But the real, I guess, show stealer is that navy with the lemon or the light green or the light blue color. That contrast in here just makes your creation stand out. Like it is outstanding. There you go. You can repeat that backwards and forwards because it really, really is true. So before I let you go here is Mary Fran's layout. And as you can see, like I said, when you're pairing in these beautiful pre-made things, imagine how quickly this came together for her, right? Obviously, she created these great squares, or sorry, circles, in order to put paper on and everything else. Tons of visual interest in this. But look at the pre-made items that are there that you can just pop, 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 pop. And they're, like I said to you before, they are a great place to start. In my card, there it is. There's the contrast. That's the one that just drew me in. And there's those circle elements that I was talking about, how easy they were to pop in. So I've used, that was done for me. That's a label Mary Fran did. That cluster was done for me, and these two were done for me. So really, I chose those first because then I could see, oh, I've got these kind of colors in it, and then it was easy enough to pair everything else. I worked backwards. And lastly, here's the ribbons. So this is what I was talking about. I wanted it to blend like on the top a little better with color. So I chose to use a couple of ribbons, which gives us just a small bit of color, a small bit of pattern, but it actually helps kind of carry things through seamlessly. So thanks for tuning in and seeing our freshly squeezed collection. Before you dash off to get this for yourself, look down in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. You'll see our Knitwit Collections logo where if you click on that, you'll subscribe to our channel. You'll be made aware every time a new video goes up. As well, give us a thumbs up on this video and let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what you're going to create with it. And hopefully you'll share that in our Knitwit Collections neighborhood Facebook group as well. It's a great place to share your finished creations when you do them. Thanks once again for tuning in, and I hope you'll drink in this kit for all it's worth.